Everybody was influenced by the Beatles.
I would like to go way back. I think at the end of the 70s or maybe in the beginning of the 80s. Why did you decline a scholarship to the University of North Texas?
Dude, that's all just hearsay rumor.
Not true.
It's all, man, it's mysterioso.
Okay.
But I actually did, they approached me, you know.
For
but
what? For what?
You know, being in their lab band. I played jazz really great and I read music really well.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, they approached me to give me a scholarship and I ended up rolling the joint, throwing the frisbee my last year of high school. So, you know, really didn't work out too well.
How come? How come you didn't like it? Or?
Dude, I'm a rock and roller, man. Look what happened. NTSU or playing here today.
Yeah.
You know, what would you take?
Well, I think over here, yeah.
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 Right.
Yeah.
Work my ass off for it.
Yeah, that's true.
25 years.
Sometimes people like to do some sort of, well, studying and stuff like that, and just.
I already had my studying all done.
Yeah. How did you start, music-wise? Can you explain? As a kid, 5, 6 years.
As a kid, my grandmother used to play the silent piano, or the silent movies, right?
Oh, yeah.
And she would play the piano.
To them.
Yeah, through the movies, right?
Yeah.
They always have like the movie that would come on, and so they had to have a piano player. And so her and her brother Jack, they had this little band. He would play the stand-up bass. So I think that's where I got my music from, because my parents would always drop me off at, you know, in my grandma's house, and she would sit and play nothing but, you know, Joplin and just get after it, just ragtime kind of music. So I had that going for me, and I was just always just amazed. So I just, you know, whenever I heard her play, you know, because I had never fathomed something like that when you're like 5 or 6 years old. I have a sister that's 17 years older than I am, so I got all the Beatles records, you know. My mom listened to Tommy Dorsey, so I listened to all that swing and all that jazz back then. And then I took the Beatles, and then, you know, I'm a child of the 70s, so, you know, I listened to a lot of hard rock, you know, and hence here I am.
What do you like about those specific genres? Let's say the Beatles. What did you like about the Beatles from your sister?
I mean, what do you not like about the Beatles?
I'm a huge Beatles fan.
You know, the 5 years they were together, I mean, you know, put out the most amazing songs that we've heard in probably 30 or 40 years, you know.
For you being a musician yourself, can you say what makes their song works? Is it?
I think that has a lot to do with that. I think my direction of writing and putting everything into context with how arrangements go, that's really what I'm good at. I'm really good with arrangement kind of stuff. So, you know, it's in my bones, man. I can't get rid of it, you know. I'm not gonna flop, you know.
So, but that's what you like about the music of the Beatles too.
A what?
That's what you like about the music of the Beatles too. Those arrangements.
Well, yeah. I mean, some of them are very odd, but you know, at the same time, everybody was influenced by the Beatles. You know, at some point in time, if not that, or you know, Chuck Berry, or it goes back to Elvis. You know, but it all comes from the Delta South blues. You know, which I'm from the South. You know, that's where it all comes from. All the English musicians would come over and try to get that sound, and they would order, you know, singles all the time. You know, so
Mick Jagger and stuff.
Yeah, Mick Jagger, absolutely, great point. You know, that's what he did. You know, he would like order a single from Chess Records back in 1960 or 61, you know, see what R&B was all, you know, rhythm and blues was all about, you know.